Usagi has been blamed for the deaths of at least 25 people across the border as the typhoon wreaked havoc in southern China. Here in Hong Kong, the No.8 gale or storm signal was in effect for nearly 15 hours overnight and this morning. According to the hospital authority, there were 17 storm-related injuries. Ronnie Samtani begins our coverage.
The observatory had warned that Usagi would be the strongest typhoon to hit Hong Kong in years. It was the second time the No.8 signal had been in effect this year, and winds were coming in from the northwest as the storm approached. Some of the worst weather was seen in Ma On Shan. Just making the way across open areas was a bit of a challenge. When Usagi was closest to Hong Kong at around midnight, there was a change in the wind direction. Local winds turned southwesterly, bringing torrential rain to most parts of the territory. At an industrial building in Tuen Mun, a 50 by 5 meter metal structure collapsed onto parked vehicles. And a vehicle was trapped because of flooding in Lau Fau Shan. A couple had to be rescued by firefighters, but both people escaped unscathed. The observatory had also warned of unusually high tide. Low-lying areas in Lei Yu Mun were flooded because of rising sea levels. Huge waves lashed the shore, and efforts to protect properties there were largely in vain. In Tai O on Lantau, the water level was only half a meter below street level. Residents there were busy piling up sandbags. Authorities received 131 reports of fallen trees during the storm around town. In Tuen Mun, a tree blocked part of the light rail transit tracks near the Melody Garden station. Services were suspended as a result. Over on Hong Kong Island, the rain seemed non-stop in Western District. And as the night progressed, Usagi gradually weakened and moved away from Hong Kong. The strong wind signal number 3 replaced the No.8 signal at 9:20 a.m. So it was a big rush back to work.
Many of them were hoping to beat the traffic and started queuing up at the bus stops here in Hong Kong more than an hour before the No.8 signal was dropped.
I think I don't have any trouble because I live around here, so I just get a minibus to here and then get a bus to Wan Chai. So it's okay.
No difficulty, it's okay. So I'm ready to go to work.
The hospital authority said 17 people sought treatment at the accident and emergency units of public hospitals for various storm-related injuries. The observatory canceled all typhoon signals before 10:30 a.m. A sense of relief, perhaps, that the super typhoon did not cause any more damage as first feared. Ronnie Samtani, TVB News.
Well, Usagi has also disrupted air traffic. About 500 flights were cancelled or delayed because of the storm. More on that from Koti Nanwandi.
It was one long and frustrating night at Hong Kong International Airport for these people. Bottles of water and a few blankets from the airlines were the only consolation for what seemed like endless hours of waiting.
Really, I'm so tired about this. Tired from sitting also. Yeah, because I have my wife, she's pregnant and no place to take rest. Already she's in the floor. And until now, nothing nice to us, really.
We are supposed to be in the Philippines yesterday morning, but up to now, we are here.
Some of those stranded have been at the passenger terminal since yesterday morning. The waiting soon got the better of some of them. This group works for a company in Taiwan and was meant to be on their way back home yesterday afternoon. They demanded answers from the airline on when they would be able to get back to work and how they'd be compensated. Flights gradually resumed from noon onwards.
A little bit surprised, yeah. Yes, we were waiting for 7 hours yesterday. We expected worse today, but actually it's quite fluid, and their Dragon Air is much more organized today, yeah.
I was expecting a bit of delay, but everything seems to be on time, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with the outcome. With a backlog of passengers, airline carriers have opened up more check-in counters and increased ground staff to accommodate more passengers and to smoothen the process.
Cathay Pacific, for its part, says passengers without confirmed bookings or whose flights were cancelled should not go to the airport because the chance of securing a seat on standby is very low. But the airline is looking into operating additional flights and increasing capacity tomorrow to try to clear the backlog. Kirti Nandwani, TVB News.